Are you are you seriously still coming to this channel because you think that I'm going to magically provide the cure for hair loss? That I'm going to actually say something that in the history of the world has never been said before, that suddenly, aha, there it is. That will solve our problems. No more hair loss. That's not what I'm here for. Here's what I'm here for, to tell you this, that you desperately need to hear right now. The only way you're going to be happy is to lower your expectations. The only way you're going to be happy is to lower your expectations. Yeah, that's the truth. That's probably the most truth you're ever going to get out of me in this channel, in its simplicity. The only way you'll be happy, despite your hair loss, is to lower your expectations. That's right. You're either in the process of losing your hair, or you already have lost your hair, or you're fearing that you will lose your hair, and there's a good chance that you will if you're watching my channel. There's been enough breadcrumbs you followed to get here. You probably are in the process to some degree. It would be my guess. And you know, would I choose to have a perfect Norwood 1 or 2? Sure, I'd take that. But that's not reality, and I've come to terms with that. I have peace about it, and I know that the only way I can be happy is to keep my expectations low. I have to always assume that I'm just gonna suddenly go completely thin on top and just basically be bald in the next month or year or 2 years or whatever it is. My expectations are very low, and I think that's what's motivated and kept me positive and I don't know, confident over my adulthood. I mean, I've been losing my hair little by little since I became an adult at age 18. It's slowly been happening, and so my expectations have been so low for the almost last 18 years. Next month I turned 36, so literally half of my life at that point I will have been in the process of losing my hair. So you can imagine, if you were me, you'd think you'd be completely bald by now. But I still have to assume that. That's still going to be my future at some point. But that's the peace that we find. That's the annoying truth, that the moment we start lowering our expectations on our hair, then we can be happy. We want it to be the other way around. We want it to be that if only we had hair, then we could be happy. Then we could have peace about this. Then we could have confidence. But it doesn't work that way. It works the opposite. It's instead, when we accept this, when we lower our expectations, when we expect much less out of our hair situation, it's only then that we find happiness. Can we find self-acceptance? Can we find peace? Can we find confidence? Okay? If you're new to my channel, that's one of the themes of what we do here. Please don't come here thinking that you're going to find an answer to hair loss. If you're looking for that, you're going to go to somebody else and they're going to try to sell you something. That's what they're there for. I'm not here for that. What I am here to sell you doesn't cost anything. It's coming to terms with this. It's lowering your expectations. Because if you keep your expectations low in your hair, something you can't control, chances are, best case scenario, it doesn't go as badly as you think it will be, and then you're pleasantly surprised like me, and almost, just a few weeks away from your 36th birthday, you look up and realize, wow, I've still got this much hair. How did that happen? It's funny because today I came home from work and one of my wife's friends was here, and she's a professional photographer. She was taking pictures, and I was telling her about this channel because she was catching up with us, aside from Facebook, what in real life, what's going on with you guys. And so I was telling her, well, I'm making like $50 a month off of talking to people about hair loss and helping them mentally prepare for that. And she said something that I don't hear on a regular basis. She said, well, your hair looks great. And it's like, well, thanks for the compliment. I did not think at age 35 people would be telling me my hair looks great. And granted, it's a good hair day and it's long enough and it's combed just right. So when you're looking at me, you're like, oh, well, what's wrong with his hair? But part of what got me here is because I expected so much less of my hair. And so I'm pleading with you, please lower your expectations for your hair. Your hair is going to disappoint you. It's not your hair's fault, it's your DNA. And you didn't control your DNA. Keep your expectations low. That's how you're going to find peace. That's how you're going to be happy. You're not happy because you have hair. Sure, the guys who don't lose their hair that are 50 years old instead of Norwood one, it's just simply something they never had to think about or deal with. Good for them. There's other things in their life that they've had to worry about. Okay? But for us, we're getting through this. We are going to find happiness because we have lower expectations. When you do that, it's easier to be happy. It's easier to be happy when you're expecting less out of life. Or, well, I don't want you to expect less out of life, but expect less out of your hair. Do yourself a favor. Lower those expectations. That is their path to happiness, not the other way around.